Okay, so I'm at the Construction Cleaning Partners cleanup pricing guide, post-construction cleaning, final cleaning, that interior construction cleanup that's being done close to the completion of a project before the general contractor is turning over the building to the owner. So the owner needs a clean McDonald's. They said, "Hey, man, you're gonna build our building. When we come in here to take over this building from your hands because you're complete, we need to make sure it's very clean before we move our equipment slash furniture inside." Giving you an idea of some pricing. Talking about 1 day of work in post construction cleanup is roughly, well, the average is four laborers for 8 hours a day. That's 1 day of work. So when you're considering six laborers at 8 hours a day, that's more than 1 day. So this pricing would be too low. But the average is four workers, and that should be roughly a billing hour. I would say average is $25 around the nation. Of course, you could charge higher depending on where you are, but I'm giving an average based on the whole USA and Canada. So I think that the normal is about $1,000 per day. 1,200 will be full scope. Full scope, I would say, includes stuff like cleaning interior windows and exterior. Interior is basic scope. Exterior may be full scope along with stripping and waxing. So that's at the high end for 1 day. Low end, we're going to talking about the retail store with concrete flooring, in which there is no mopping. Well, there's mopping. There's going to be mopping, but the flooring is not going to be polished or no machines. Only interior windows. This is a basic 1 day work. Four guys, 8 hours, 1 day, 750, and the average would be $1,000. I'm giving a roughly a square footage per price per square foot for different project types. And sometimes there's three mobilizations, the rough cleaning usually being the hardest because actually it's not the hardest, it's more of like you're more hard on your muscles. You're like scrubbing more because it's heavier drywall, it's heavier dirt on the maybe the glass. Maybe you're doing windows during rough clean. The final clean is more detailed. The soft clean is cheapest because we've already cleaned the building twice and the spaces twice. So the fluff clean is the easiest because we're just dusting and maybe shining a little bit after that last walkthrough or that the punch list. After the punch list could be the fluff clean. The final clean will be before the punch list. Oh yeah, here's something else here on this page. The pricing estimator. Let's see, it's an Excel spreadsheet. So what you call a plug and tug. So it should work where if you enter in something like, let's see the calculations. So you have to change stuff like, okay, how much the job is going to cost you. You could say you're going to have four laborers the whole job. You know that somehow you can't really predict this stuff because sometimes they're going to say we need you for, you know, we need you for only an hour today. Sometimes they're going to need you for 10 hours. I just give an estimate of hours and I get a cost stack over here. You have to enter in some how much you're paying your guys, 32 hours. That's so we're paying our guys 448. So you could change some numbers here. You have to look into the cell to make sure there's not a formula. And you can see a lot of good stuff here actually. This is using the three phases. I haven't seen this document in a long time, so I'm looking at it like almost you would look at it. But it was created a while ago. It's definitely still valid. You're entering number hours here, and you get your man hours. Then you have a total price. You have a price for each phase calculated. Then total price. Then we have okay. I have commission setting here also, but you don't have to deal with that. So you could change this document. These are great formulas. So then on the same web page, we have the Davis-Bacon document, Davis-Bacon codes, proposal templates, the pricing guide. So this here at the bottom is talking about the size, the average size of projects, and it says that the most common project under 10,000 with no K, SK. The most common contract is roughly 7,000, and projects over 20,000 happen only 3% of the only be 3% of your wins. So you may come across more than 3%, meaning 3 out of 100 of your jobs will be over $20,000. However, that means that most of the jobs, like I said here, are roughly $7,000. All right, this is a little quick guide over the breakdown of the post construction cleanup pricing guide.